Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic/Non-Classics, episode number 1069 and Doubleshot number 963, right? Yeah, 963. Like I mentioned in my last video, two Conan trades. Yeah, I'm covering the Chronicles of Conan, volumes 5 and 7. You're probably thinking, wait, where's volume 6? Library didn't have it. This book right here covers issues 27 to 34. Yeah. And one thing I noticed though about these particular trades is that the style of the way the colors look, like if you look up online, like how these comics versions look compared to they were back then, and the way they're depicted here. Yeah, here's the thing with that. What Dark Horse did is they did something quite unique. They actually um, upgraded the coloring. They kept the coloring there. It's still the same coloring, but it's basically higher definition. hmm Yeah, that's what they did with it. It's really good. Now, like usual, all the issues are written by Roy Thomas, and the artwork's by John Bushma and Ernie Kuda. hmm Like usual, bunch of one-shot stories a lot of the time. Yep. The styles of these stories are The Blood of Belhesher, The Moon of Zabui, Two Against Tehran, Hand of Naral, Shadow in the Tomb, Flame Winds of Lost Kai, Death of the Seven Wizards, Temptress in the Tower of Flame. Yeah. All these issues are actually adapted from actual Conan stories. Yep. And mostly put when Conan's in here, you just see him like his usual stuff. Like he just like in the first story, he saves a woman from a mute who was, I think he was going to rape her. Yeah, he stops her, and then she's with him for pretty much the rest of the story. In case you're wondering, does she show up in the very next story? Despite the fact at the end of the story she goes up with him. Well, actually she stays behind. Actually gets killed. Yeah, that's the way it is a lot of the time with these characters, these women. Shows up for one story and then disappears, never seen again. Shows up in the jungle, fights a snake, that's what he does in the next issue. Finds a woman basically strapped up for a sacrifice. Also this weird looking ape, Zemba, which basically is a giant gorilla with frickin' fangs. Yeah. Conan defeats this thing in like it takes about a few pages. Frees the woman, and then next issue, like, is he with her? Nope. She's gone. No idea what happened to the woman. And then, oh yeah, in case you're wondering, Conan wears this outfit the whole time. Yeah, this green loincloth, belt, and boots. That's what he wears the whole trade. Yep. And he just continues going around beating up people, like various stuff when it comes to these particular stories. Yeah, and all the stories in this one are all pretty much like one-shot stories, except for like one two-part. Yeah, he goes over the woman in the end of here, and like in the end of, I think this is supposed to be Shadow in the Tomb. I think this is supposed to be. Let's see. Yeah, the end of issue 3 goes over the woman, but she disappears by the next story. No idea what happens to her. Yeah. Also, Conan's back to wearing the outfit he wore at the start of the series, which was the brown loincloth, the necklace, and the horn helmet. Yeah, they go back and forth with the Conan's timeline. Yep. Yeah. A lot of really good stuff in this one, and there's actually one quick little two-part involving him where he nearly gets like killed by an octopus. Yeah, but the last three issues is a multi-part with him dealing with a bunch of wizards. Yep. But overall, still good stuff in here. Give this book a 9 out of 10. Really good. This one here, Volume 7, it says Dwell in the Pool and Other Stories. Still, same writing artist. This collection issues 43 to 51. Yeah, this one, believe it, has a four-parter. The first two issues has the return of Red Sonja. Yep, they're just right into the desert. And, oh yeah, and here's the thing. Conan really wants to sleep with her. Yeah, he really wants to have sex with this woman. Yep. He's basically lusting after her for these 2 issues, and then they disappear. Yep, she disappears, and I've seen her for quite some time. Though they did mention she showed up later on in the first issue of Savage Sword Conan, which basically what happened in these issues did. And here's the thing, because Conan sold really well in Savage Tales, and Marvel really wanted to do more black and white stories, so yeah, as explained here in the afterword by Roy Thomas. Love these things, fantastic. hmm Well, because the Savage Tales issues featuring Conan sold really well, Marvel's like, hey, let's do a black and white title with Conan. Savage Sword Conan was born right in that moment. And Roy Thomas was doing this while he was editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics. Yeah, he was editor-in-chief about 3 years. Yep. And the whole last 2 issues is him basically taking charge of a war. I think so. hmm Yeah. He's with a woman like a lot of the period of time. hmm Yeah, the same woman for a few issues, just going about. Yep. But the story, they mentioned afterward, the story that these issues are adapted from are actually, believe it or not, adapted from a book by Gardner Fox. Yeah, that's the thing with the last 2 issues. That's the reason why it's like that. Yeah, but more really great stories in here. And I'm gonna give this book also a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I know I'm not talking really much about Conan, but that's all Conan is. A lot of times, just a series of stories. Unlike other comic books, basically where you got like complete story arcs, these basically are just tales of Conan from various points in his life. And he's like every time they finish up like a story, either he's wearing the same exact outfit or he's going back different attire. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. And in case you're wondering, is there a way to figure out what exactly are the issues told in chronological order? Well, you have to look at the Conan wiki in order to find that out. It takes a freaking long time to figure that out. Okay. So yeah, that's it for this particular review. I might have time to do at least one more video, and that'll be another comic corner featuring 2 more Conan trades. Okay. See you next view. Bye.